Welcome to Webway Radio episode 25. I'm Kurt.
I'm Mark.
I'm Austin.
And today we are going to talk about our favorite Imperial Guard regiments.
Ones that exist that are not the...
Maybe not favorite, but just some that resonated with us, something we thought was cool. And
Try and shine some light on some underappreciated lads.
Or long forgotten lads in both of my cases, but it's okay. Yeah, one day they'll be back, like the Terminator.
Definitely.
Maybe. Or Necron, depending on how you look at that. But yeah, we have a little hobby progress. Not a lot of games played, but I think it's a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, mostly stayed on topic.
Mostly.
And yeah, so all right. Let's just jump right in and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's jump into hobby progress.
Oh boy.
Who wants to go first? Wait, has anybody hobbied?
I've built a single cavalryman.
Roll with it.
Friday.
You got me beat, I think.
Yeah, just building more Templar Knights.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I and I'm sure you'll talk about it in games played, but I saw you did some stuff there too.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of games played, I saw at the Deep they have the terrain boxes and the hex boxes for your game.
I don't know if I discussed it before, but the old editions, they did kind of a stupid thing where those terrain boxes would always come with figures.
Oh.
They're selling them separately now.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is just a massive box of
which is
hexes
great
and trees and
because
hills
so many people who don't actually play the game are funding the game because the hex system is like some of the best.
for everything.
Yes, anything that needs hexes, people buy it for it. And it's
found myself picking up Heroscape stuff. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, that's kind of neat. Like, how does this work? Like,
they were smart to do it that way because, I mean, even Battletech, like just buy a box of those and you have a map. Like,
surprise. Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. What about you, Austin? You got any hobbying? You're about to. I just handed you a ton of 3D prints, so get busy.
Yeah,
big news expected next time.
I have a lot of backlog when it comes to building, but my current hobby progress is I've painted 2 Heresy Salamander leaders. I've got the Centurion fully painted and based on those lovely little lava bases you gave me a little while ago.
Yes.
And I've got a Praetor mostly painted. He's not done yet, but he's almost there.
Cool.
have both of them gotten names yet? I think you said you rolled for the name of one of them.
I rolled for the name of my Centurion, and I am blanking on what his last name was. But
I remember you posted it in the Discord, but I'm awful with names as it is, let alone models. So.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I killed my resin 3D printer.
Again?
Different issue.
Oh.
Because of the first issue, it basically busted my screen.
Oh.
Because the thing wasn't tensioned up enough.
Oh.
When it was going down, it was having to push so hard to change directions, it basically cracked the screen.
Oh.
And so I could basically print in 4 corners, which is great. But anything that got anywhere near those lines, it just, where it was bent in just a hair, like it was off and not level. And it was like it would literally print in the corners, but that's it.
Oh.
So.
Is that, you said you got a new screen for that?
New screen's in. It's boxed up over there. I did not want to open that thing up and get resin everywhere right before we started recording, so that's this afternoon.
Probably wise.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
But yeah, and you can see because the resin printer's down, I can actually open the windows and let light into the room from the outside.
Beautiful.
Because the UV rays just cook any resin that might just be laying out. So in the afternoons, I have to close the window behind me. In the mornings, I have to close that window. Because this direct sunlight is just going to cook that stuff.
Didn't even think about that. So yeah, you could just have like a solid brick in your little vat there.
One time, I lifted the top off to like change something while it was against this window in the afternoon. And I was like, man, what's that smell? And I looked down and you could just see the resin curing. I was like, well, that whole vat's gone.
Oh,
cool.
No.
$30 worth of resin, just poof. So yeah, lots of things. I am going to buy a filtration system for that too. I held in my hand the Eldar Corsair box yesterday. And it was one of those like, I want it, but do I need it kind of deals.
Right.
Turns out I didn't need it, so I didn't buy anything.
Congratulations, son,
except
you won.
Pokemon cards for my son, but that's a different hobby and addiction that I don't talk about here all that much.
That's for the kids or something.
Yeah. I did. They have expanded their Legion section. It's like they heard the news.
Oh.
Shatterpoint is now like on an end cap on clearance.
Well, that's sad because it's like, I think
the models are so cool.
Well, it's sad because it's like the game's not dead. They're just slowing their roll with it.
Yeah.
And everyone's immediately
but
like,
you know
sell
how people,
everything.
I'm so glad I offloaded my box for $50. That's what I had to sell the starter for because it didn't take off here. But they had a lot of the new kits and things. So it was like, oh, here's this. And oh, here's that. And even my wife was like, oh, this is a cool one. So that was kind of neat too.
Part of me at some point, if I ever like get time and space to paint, wants to get that Republic Commando box just to have the Republic Commandos.
I considered getting that, Commander Cody, and the Bad Batch for the boy. Because he's decided now he wants to play clones. Darth Vader can kick rocks. Now he's on a clone kick because he's in the middle of the Clone Wars again.
Ah, gotcha.
So,
I mean,
I get it.
For Legion, my two armies that I played all the time were Imperials and clones. It was like, just give me white armor all day.
It's pretty great.
I know with little mentioned on this podcast, but I saw Halo Flashpoint put out the now has Noble Team on their game. And I don't even play that game.
Yeah.
But Reach is like one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm like, I don't need to buy more models. I don't need to buy more models.
I don't need another game system.
When I went to go play the Gundam card game at John's place, I saw he had a Flashpoint box sitting on his table just in the center of the thing. I was like, have you played it yet? He's like, no.
Okay. They were showing it off at Adepticon when we went a couple of years ago, and like it looks really, really cool. But I'm not championing another game. And I did make one more purchase. I think I talked about it ages ago, but Ninjon, you guys follow him at all on YouTube?
Bit, yep.
He's got those cards for the mini painting, the minimalist whatevers.
Yep, the color scheme cards.
Yeah.
I saw the video and I've looked at them 3 or 4 times. And I think it was Wednesday, Thursday night. I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to do it because I want to just be able to be like, here, new scheme, whatever, and look through them and hold them. So I bought both sets. And the very next day, he put out a video like, hey, guys, I'm still working on it. Here's the updates. And he was showing like the new thing. And I was like, all right, I made the right decision. So spent $100 on that. But now that I'm teaching my kid to paint, which I guess I didn't mention like Monday or Tuesday last week, the kid was like, I want to paint something, Dad. And so I kind of walked him through painting a Space Marine.
Yeah.
Still very rough. He still like tries to blast through it. I was like, slow down. And yeah, he's still like trying to, I was like, no. And let me show you. And I'm slowly painting the shoulder pad. And he's like, one and done, baby. Slap. But I'm hoping I can give him, set one out in front of him and be like, here's your 5 colors. Come up with something. And
also just like pull one of those cards basically and say, boom. Here you
or
go.
let him go through and be like, you pick something and I'll hand you a model.
That'd be cool.
But we were going through, because I've got like an entire large drawer of Games Workshop paints that I don't use. It's like, here, figure it out. Don't mix your colors in the pots. We went through brush care and cleaning your brush and making sure there's nothing in it and like dumping your water every couple colors and that sort of thing. And just like how to do this. And like, because my issue with them painting now is I have to be there to help.
Gotcha.
So they'll see me painting, but Dad, I want to paint. I was like, well, I'm painting and I can't just turn my back on you and let you just go ham on $8 a pot paints. Like that's a lot.
Mind if I sip?
Yeah. So
Turn around and sees like drinking the Nuln Oil.
He's not that bad, but I have sipped the, it looked like coffee. Wasn't coffee.
Oh no.
It's acrylic. It's not toxic. It's fine.
That's why I have a very not cup-shaped thing for my things, so I don't
I've been
take
using the glass candles that Jordan has. When they're done, I dishwash them, get everything out, and congratulations, that's my paint cup now. I actually got that idea from Jonathan.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, that's brilliant. My wife goes through like 3 candles a week, so.
I used to use, what did I used to use? I think it was like some really old like paint pot or water pot from like acrylics from when I was like a child. And then one of the times I was just like, didn't have anything really to buy at one of the game stores. And it was one of the game stores that didn't charge for tables.
Nice.
And I liked the people. So I just bought the GW paint pot or the water pot.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's not like a great piece of hardware, but it is nice. You can set your brush on it. I mean, my old one that I had since I was like 2 also had that feature. So it's not that impressive.
Yeah,
but I mean, hey, It's got a nice wide base, so I've never like slapped it over and hosed down my desk or anything.
Sure.
So
mine needs it so bad. I tried to clear the mechanism and clean off the paint desk, and it just somehow got worse.
Oh, great.
I don't know how that happened. It's crazy.
Excellent.
All right. Anything else before we move on to games played? Because I feel like games played is going to be a quick one.
You mentioned getting your kiddos to start playing or painting.
Well,
the fiance has expressed interest in she was just like, oh, would you ever like let me paint something? I was like, sweetheart, I will encourage it.
Yes. Best thing you could do. We spend a lot of time at the deep just looking at the board games. So many board games have miniatures now.
Oh, yeah.
And just find something like that she's interested in, that she thinks looks cool.
Yeah. There's
your in.
Honestly, it will probably be some Resident Evil miniatures.
Right. Yeah.
That we're going to use in Heroscape. We're going to make like rules.
If only
for
you knew a
stuff.
guy that could print those.
I don't know. So I found prints of the things. I haven't bought anything. I have not found the files yet. Like I've only seen people selling, so I probably have to dig and see who made them and stuff.
You need to let your boy go look for the files.
Kurt will definitely find it.
I'm really good at using Google image reverse searches.
I still also need some of those. So I need to send you that list again. I kind of was just like everyone else had
I've
printing
lost
stuff.
everything, man. I know I owe Steve stuff too. I just I haven't reached. I haven't printed anything. It blew up. The resin printer dying has just killed all printing for me because every time I come out, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's why I've been like, I'm gonna let him sort that out before I mention it.
Thank you. I'm
sorry, I've been spamming him with
Bring me more, paint me more.
The problem with your print job, though, is because the printer was dying, I would be like, here's these 25 things I need, and I'd get like 12 of them. And I would probably print the other 13, and I would get 7 of those. Like, so what should have been 1 plate ended up being like 9 plates to get the things Jesus. And then it was like, I'm just going to print like 7 of each and pray something comes out. and so, it's just... But every time I print, I'd have to clean the plate, clean the screen, and do all this stuff. And it was just like,
sanctify it with the holy oils.
Well, I bought a new build plate and a new screen. So it's like, this is basically a brand new printer.
Clearly, you have not been sending enough prayers to the Omnissiah.
Yeah, I need to burn the incense out here and get the wavy thingy.
And canticles.
Yeah, canticle. Yeah. Soon. All right, so let's move on to games played. I've done nothing. How about you guys? I know Mark played a super game of Heroscape.
Yes, while my fiance was in town, me, my roommate, his brother, and wife all sat down over dinner and some drinks to play a 5-player free-for-all of Heroscape.
Amazing. And I hear there was some skullduggery involved.
There was some literal under-the-table handshakes that then got broken immediately.
As they should.
I was betrayed by the guy playing pirates. I probably
should have known. Come on.
Probably should not have been surprised. However, I was upset. I was not actually. I was just like, man, I ran my troll past you, and then he's just like, oh, well, the troll served its purpose. Wow.
But did he kill it with fire?
No, he did not. It's they're not that kind of troll. He's a troll that he doesn't regenerate. He just gets like Hulk. He gets really upset when you wound him. So
cool.
But now
Straight up got hit with the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just good business.
Yes, there was a slight tear rolling down my cheek as my orcs are getting pelted by it's like long range artillery, like pretending it's an elf archer.
Orcs are doing what orcs should do best. And that's die.
Yeah. So yep. My last orc was I was trying to stay alive a little bit longer. He's like running off into the woods and just got domed in the back of the head by the equivalent of Legolas. So I was just like,
I like it.
That's pretty on brand. Yeah.
As Legolas does.
Yep. Darn. But no, it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Good, man. What about you, Austin? You doing anything?
I've had absolutely.
We were supposed to kind of do something yesterday, and then wifey decided Huntsville, and well, I gotta keep her. She's got that big thing coming up, so I'm just trying to spend time with her before she has to just like sit in a chair for 6 weeks.
Valid.
Yeah.
Sit in a chair for 6 weeks is my least favorite thing too.
Well, I was like, you could hobby while you're no, it didn't go well. I was like, you could video game. I could put the PS5 out in the living room, and that gets you through the day. You know, Hogwarts Legacy and all these great games that she's just never touched. And
Like, honey, the kids are starting to learn to paint,
she doesn't. She just has no interest. She's because she doesn't like where her armies are in the game right now. And she said, she's like, Heresy's a little too complicated. I got my hopes up last episode. She hinted that she might want to play, and she saw us play and was like, oh, not for me. So
Did she play with the older editions when they had some of that?
Yep. She was a veteran of 7th. So.
Oh.
And of course, she picked the most OP army in the game. Eldar.
So that seems to be their place from all the editions I've played.
They're really good or really bad, and there's no in between.
It's kind of, you almost have to with an army that's a glass cannon. It either wipes the board or gets wiped. Like, there's not really a lot of middle ground there when you're all statted into offense and agility, and that's all you've got.
It's almost like Kurt knows exactly what that's like. What? The Drukhari player over here.
Yeah. And see, even then, I had the great idea. I was like, I should start retooling it. I was like, no, I'm not shifting. I'm building my damn heresy army. So
Commit to the bit.
Yes. Go. Yeah. So I was like, if I'm not doing heresy stuff, I'm not hobbying. Like that's where I'm at right now. And I want to put together Isengard or finish Isengard and paint it so bad, but it's like, no, you must do the heresy first.
Yeah, I know. I've had all my heresy stuff that needs to get built, and then there's like the Space Marine sitting in the corner for 40K, just like, I'm over here.
Love us. Yeah.
You could paint me. It's like, no, I need to focus.
Brother, I am unpainted here.
Got a jump pack captain that's been sitting there. I really want to build him, but I'm like, no, I have to focus on heresy.
I agree. You must. Let me know what what I can do to help. Keep that focus
shackle
going.
him to the desk and take everything else away.
Yeah,
I'll just send you my boxes of unbuilt stuff.
I don't mind assembly. It's painting that gets me. But yeah, like I told you guys, I think record button, I uninstalled all the games off my PC. So now I'm a sad boy, and I have to hobby.
Oh,
I have to hobby.
it's all good.
So expect grand things next episode.
Yeah, there'll be progress.
Oh, great. The dog heard somebody. All right. So I think we should take a break. We'll come back and we will discuss our main topic, Regiments of the Imperial Guard.
Ooh, sounds good.
We are back. So today, I've been waiting to do a topic like this for a very long time.
It's been on the list for a very long time.
Well, just a researched, like, not current kind of topic, I guess.
Yeah.
Just where we kind of do a little research, talk about a thing, and maybe learn something new today.
Ooh.
So we are going to talk about our favorite regiments of the Imperial Guard, or most interesting, or we'll
we dug for not Cadia and not Krieg.
Yeah, anything, or not Kachan.
Yeah.
Jeez. Funny enough, one of mine, because I picked two because I can't just half do something.
Of course.
I picked two, and one of them actually looks similar to the Cadians with one special, we'll say, addition.
Gotcha.
But they're not who I'm going to talk about first. For my first, I have chosen the Vostroyan Firstborn. Ooh. Now, other than like they're Russian looking, do you guys know anything about these guys?
No, they're Russian with bearskin hats and wear red.
I mean, yes, that's yeah.
I know
Purely aesthetically.
They look like the 30s Russians with las guns. It's so great.
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Okay. So I learned a lot in my research this morning. During the heresy, the emperor requested every system send troops. And they were like, no. We're better off making weapons for you. We don't fight.
Gotcha.
And they got a pass on that. And the emperor and Gilliman showed like crazy leniency for that.
That does sound very surprising. That's why.
Yeah, even the article was like, they were shocked they weren't just like bombed out of existence once this was over. But Their refusal to provide soldiers, was met with mercy by the Imperium, but to atone for their mistakes, every single family, the firstborn, is sent off to be in the guard. And so whether you're a noble or the poorest of the poor, your firstborn child goes into service.
That's cool.
So Vostroyan Firstborn. See what they did there?
I got it.
A lot of the command squads and officers and things like that are all nobles. And basically, like, the poors get sent to be the linemen.
Yep.
Which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah.
So I read that first couple lines. I was like, oh, get ready. It was cool. But basically, the world is like a frozen snow and ash covered, ruins. They just can't live uninhabitable parts of the planets.
Yep.
And that's where they train. So they are basically ready for like the cold and the snow and, urban like ruins fighting and things like that. Mostly infantry based. Now they do have the mechs and things like that. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, they just throw bodies at you, which it's my kind of play style too. I was like, hey,
lots of dudes. Send dudes.
Mm-hmm. Very Russian.
They're just proud that for 10,000 years, every firstborn to a family, they've held that oath for 10,000 years. And even now, in the era of Indomitus, they are still fighting, cut off. They're on the other side of the Cicatrix Maledictum.
Oh, goodness.
And if somebody calls for help, they send the regiments. And I thought this was cool at the end. It's like, never again will they wait when the call to war has been sounded.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, I bring these guys back. Cadians, get out of here. This is what I want to play as.
Man.
I don't want Starship Troopers. I want bearskin hats.
Yes. Well, and what's crazy is I've flirted with the idea of printing a guard army for the longest time. Research for this show has not helped that at all.
Don't do it.
And with the new screen and build plate behind Austin there, it's like, uh-oh. But then it's back to, I have to finish my heresy army first. Yes. So that's like a brief overview. For these guys, I didn't get too into the special things they have, because they're really just guard.
Yeah.
That look cool and have a cool backstory. At least I thought. The second army I picked actually has some really cool variants and things that I can't wait to get into.
That is cool.
So I kind of blew through my thing. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts or hot takes?
It made me realize, with a lot of these, I would love if they added them. I wonder how they would. Because, Krieg are separate data sheets than Cadians.
Well, see, and it used to just be you take a unit, and it was
whatever
these
you
guys,
wanted.
or Steel Legion, or the Valhallians.
But it's they've changed that now. So I wonder if that means more or less likely to get... Because we have, the Attilan Rough Riders that are... I believe that's also a guard regiment.
Yeah.
And they have...
Tallarans.
One unit. So it's maybe we'll get a smattering of different, maybe you'll get a Vostroyan Firstborn.
Give me the infantry squad.
Yeah.
Give me the heavy weapon squad. Give me a commander. And I would be just as happy as could be.
Yeah.
Because I do think they still want you to have here's your Cadians and here's your Krieg and here's your whatever.
Yeah.
And kind of mix them all in, because they all do different things and have different rules.
Yeah.
That's not how it used to be, but times are changing, Mark.
It used to be just guardsmen.
Yep. And pick your, whatever.
Pick your flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And bring back the penal legion. That was, just give me all the prisoners.
Yep. Send them out to the front to atone.
As you should.
Oh, cool. It's a 10-point unit. Just throw it.
Yep. 3 points a model? Go for it. That's great. All right. Well, what'd you pick, Mark?
I picked the Maccabian Janissaries.
Oh, the name rings a bell. Where do I know these from?
They are also an older group of guardsmen. They're probably from around the time that the Firstborn are from.
Okay.
They're basically, I guess to describe them aesthetically, they're in a gray blue, their cloth is gray blue. They've got a bunch of steel armor, a bit heavier armor, but they have the death mask over their face.
Were they featured in the Heresy at some point then? Do you know?
I don't know.
I've seen the name. I don't know where.
I don't know. I just always found the visual just those guys, those are cool. When you think of the most suicidal and fanatical Guard Legion, you probably don't think of the Janissaries. You probably think of Krieg. Mm-hmm. But honestly, Krieg's a lot more tactically sound than people give them credit for. They'll go die in that hole, but there needs to be a reason they're going to go die in that hole. The Janissaries, maybe not so much. basically they are hyper religious, hyper zealous. So before they were established, there was a guy who was named Lord General Militant Drusus. And he was leading a large force of guard against chaos. And as he's praying, chaos sends an assassin to kill him, which is a demon. And a demon assassin versus a regular dude goes about how like you think it is. So his head gets torn off.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Evidently, he was a very good boy, though, because he was instantly transfigured as a living saint, and that process instantly deleted the demon that just killed him.
Nice.
And then goes on to lead and like establish a sector there. The dude's homeworld is now a shrine world, and that's where these guys are pulled from.
Oh, okay.
It's an awful, like, uninhabitable world, except like you can't grow anything. Everything has to be imported.
I think
basically.
that's most guard worlds, right?
It sounds like it when you were describing.
There's none just like, you know what? This is just like Earth, and they go if they want to go. It's like, nope. Everything's out to kill them.
Yep.
Nothing grows. It's frozen. It's never just a luscious blue and green world.
I mean, how else are you supposed to make the ultimate warrior if not through intense suffering?
Yeah.
So
You can't have an easy life. Are you kidding me?
no, of course not. It wrong universe, buddy.
Not on my watch.
That's Star Trek. Get that out of here. Yeah, so it's so bad. Basically, everything has to be shipped, or a lot of stuff like food, basic resources has to be shipped from off-world. The only people that stay there are basically people to accommodate the pilgrims that come.
Oh.
So it's like a massive
like hospitality
pilgrim
world kind of thing almost.
It's kind of like, well, air quotes, hospitality. It's kind of like the only people living here are to facilitate the mass amount of pilgrims coming.
It's crazy.
The pilgrims get drafted into the Maccabean militia. And apparently the very, very, very best of those get selected to be Maccabian Janissaries, and apparently it's this massive, massive honor. They are pretty few in number, but they actually get equipped a lot better than regular guardsmen. Their armor is not quite, but it's really close to just being like Scion equivalent, like Tempestus Scions. So they're chonky guys.
Yeah. I can't get over the fact that like, yeah, my family's going to go to like visit this shrine world, and like, oh, by the way, both kids got drafted into their service. Like,
well, you're a pilgrim, so you're like,
yes,
well, that's great. They're going to serve the emperor.
Come with me for a minute. Like,
when you get inducted into the Janissaries, you will never return to your home planet. Like, they serve until death. Like,
even better. Like, me and the kids are going to whatever, honey. We'll be back. And like, by the way, they took the kids. Like,
it's all good.
Oh, that's so great.
Like when some units get disbanded or like, get sent home, they don't do that really. It's like if instead of getting disbanded, it's like, no, send me over to this other Janissary unit because I still want to fight. Because like the Cadians have fear drilled out of them, and the Krieg have it psycho conditioned out of them. These guys just don't give a crap. Their purpose is to die for the Emperor and Saint Drusus. So all of them also have a death mask of Saint Drusus. That is more than just a mask. It's actually got like enhanced vision stuff in there. So they've got like a little bit of like, you could see through like bad weather and all that stuff. Better flak armor. Their las guns are a higher model number than the other ones, so they have a bit more oomph and bigger packs.
Well, they got that pilgrim budget; they can afford nice things.
They got the
they got that ecclesiarchy money.
Ministratum. Yeah. So these guys are quite actually suicidal, though. They just don't care. Part of their anti-tank doctrine, if they don't have something better, is select a volunteer, hand him 2 melta-bombs, and say, do your best, buddy.
Oh, wow.
And regardless of if they survive or not, they get a special honor award. These are the guys that will charge like shoulder to shoulder in a line formation, just shooting and walking into gunfire, and they won't complain, they won't break, they don't care.
Yeah, I feel like they had to have been in a heresy book or something.
They probably were, or something.
It sounds so familiar.
Something before, like their predecessor or whatever. They obviously don't have the endurance that Space Marines do, but they're like, as far as a regular human goes, like missing limbs, they don't care. Like they're approaching the Space Marine level of oh well, slight inconvenience.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're very intense.
One is a gene enhanced soldier that can turn off pain, and the other one just feels the pain and just goes, it's all right.
Oh well,
Walk it off.
Yep.
In most cases,
Man,
Charge it off directly into the enemy's face.
I've heard. I think there's a tiny bit of like Era Indomitus lore, but they haven't really gotten a lot.
Well, that's how these guys were for me.
It's kind of one of those. Man, I would love to see.
We exist, and then nothing else.
Love to see more about these guys. I think they're on the front that deals with Drukhari a lot.
Oh,
I think.
Go. Maybe that.
Maybe. I don't know. That may be where you heard it from, but yeah. So, but no, they're pretty metal. They get sent to like the worst of the fighting because, of course, I'm sure every guard regiment's, send them to the worst. But I think these guys probably like it a bit more.
See, most guard regiments aren't probably, oh yeah, we're going to so and so. Like we're going to relax. It's a vacation world. Like no. Yeah, but yeah, into the
Maccabian Janissaries. They're pretty cool.
They look sick. I looked up a picture of them. They look awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's conversions out there. And 3D printable bits. If you also want to are we all three starting a guard army now? Like is that what just happened?
Don't bring that temptation back. I've already had that like pulled up the Station Forge like Krieg models before they released plastic kits. And I was like, I could ask Kurt to print me a whole. No.
You wouldn't be the first.
I'll take like 5, but I won't take more than that because I'll just have them for some skirmish game or something. But
nice. What you got, Austin? Who are we talking about next?
I have the Lucifer Blacks.
I have heard of these guys.
Yes.
Really cool.
Couldn't tell you where, but again, they were in a book somewhere.
Probably Heresy.
They've been in quite a few books. A lot in the Heresy as well.
Yeah, that's
because they
Legion. Were they in Legion? I think they were in Legion.
They may have been mentioned briefly in Legion, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah. They are the elite group of guardsmen who were founded during the Unification Wars when the Emperor was unifying Terra.
Sure.
And they were
So
sort of like the best of the mortal soldiers he had. And they took heavy casualties during the Unification Wars because they were the ones sent to the thickest of the fighting.
Makes sense.
Alongside like the Custodians and the Thunder Warriors.
Oh man. Yeah.
They were the ones equipped best of the best equipment that you could equip a normal person with. And they eventually, after the Unification Wars, were sort of spread out as bodyguards for high-ranking officials.
Some like High Lords stuff.
Yeah. Specifically the High Lords.
Oh, gotcha.
Mercenary group kind of thing. I take it.
And then they also served, they were at least mentioned in the War of the Beast, where they...
That's probably where I know them.
Yeah.
Great series, by the way, if you haven't.
Yeah. So during the War of the Beast, they were set as basically the protectors of Terra. And when the attack moon came in, they were the ones on the ground fighting against the orcs.
Wow. So the boots on the ground, last line of defense, I guess barring custodies, or maybe first line of defense.
Well, I think it was the fists were taking on the attack moon itself and trying to blow it out of the sky. The Lucifer Blacks were the ones on boots on the ground in Terra, last line of defense.
That's cool.
There was an incident after all of that where Lord Commander Maximus Thane left the master of the assassins in charge of the High Lords.
Oh.
And he did what you might expect and just killed all the High Lords.
Yep.
And basically just almost disbanded the Lucifer Blacks.
Oh, not ideal.
Yeah, because he said assassins are now going to be the defenders of Terra. That was quickly dealt with.
I can imagine.
By the fists.
Oh, yeah. No, I could see them not vibing with that.
Yeah. But one of the specific reasons why they were disbanded is probably one of the reasons a lot of people have maybe heard of them is they were the ones defending the Imperial Palace during the War of the Beast when the Harlequins came through and just started massacring people.
Gotcha.
That kind of bit of lore where they said, the Harlequins were just massacring custodes, and it was kind of retconned to it was the Lucifer Blacks that they were massacring, just tearing through them. Huh.
I had heard that because it was like the person who at that time wrote that didn't know what custodes were. It was like, that's a oof. I think it was in Legion that these guys showed up. They were like super elite bodyguards.
I think that's the regiment the one guy was from, or was hiding in or something.
I mean, John Grammaticus, I think, was fine. No, they were elite bodyguards still there. Yeah. But there was a few of them. Like, these guys are spicy. They're like as good as a human can be.
And then in kind of modern era Indomitus, they've been kind of brought back, and they were they were chosen to guard the Imperial Palace again after the 13th Black Crusade.
Gotcha.
So they're dressed in like all black carapace, like scion armor.
Very cool looking.
And they all have like power weapons and like hot shot las guns, which are the ones that are like attached to the backpack that can shoot through like Space Marine armor like butter.
It's like they're heavy weapon dudes that normally only get like one in a squad.
It's
that's
all
just
of them.
It's just their normal weapon.
Not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're pretty cool.
Nice.
I like it. Like I said, I've heard of them, but I've read so many books. It all kind of runs together at some point.
No, they're quite cool. They're also one. It's like, man, that'd be cool to see models of. Just have like some super elite dudes.
And I'm sure you could just take anything. What's Victoria Miniatures has so many guard things.
I mean,
like
at that point, they're just paint Scions black, and I'll look at the Lucifer Black.
Pretty much. Apparently, also one of their captains literally fought Alfarius. He performed about as well as you can expect, but he actually went toe to toe with a Primarch.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it's all ringing a bell, but man, there's so many other bells.
There's a lot. No, I remember that though, and if memory serves, Alfarius was pretty darn impressed. Obviously, as you would be, the fact this guy's going to 1v1 a Primarch.
Yeah, literally, just a mortal in carapace armor was like, "Bring it on!" to a Primarch.
It's like, okay, I guess.
All right, so we'll circle back to me.
Yes.
Fourth and final. I've got the Elysian Drop Troops. Ooh. You guys know anything about these guys?
Aren't they in like khaki with like the
they look like guard, with like essentially grav shoot packs and helmets.
Okay, they look cool.
Yes, and they were one of the things that I remember when I started playing. You know, the book Imperial Armor 3 came out in 2003, and I believe that's around the time the Tau also released. So this Imperial Armor book was the like, we need to sell models. And they gave you this whole campaign about like the Tau taking over this and expanding the spheres and doing the things.
Yeah.
And the Elysians were the guard regiment that they created to kind of counter that.
Gotcha.
And inside this, because I actually pulled up my PDF of the 22-year-old book. Oh my gosh, I heard just to say that. And right before the army list, it says, what is the appeal of Elysian Drop Troops Army? And it says it can be summed up with two words: air power.
Ah,
nice.
I was like, color me interested. But yeah, so they had multiple variants of like the Valkyrie gunship and things like that.
Like actual unique to them variants?
Yes.
That's
so they had a unique variant called the Valkyrie Airborne Assault Carrier, which dropped dudes as you would. And remember, this is the days of like no 9-inch deep strike. It's just like you put your thing down, you roll your scatter dice, that's where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
So you could just be dropping these guys all over. And then the planes are still wreaking havoc and doing their thing.
Yeah.
And then they also had the Valkyrie Sky Talon, which could carry a Tauros. But they had two variant Tauros pattern vehicles unique to them as well.
So they're just hot dropping vehicles out of the sky. That's amazing.
So for every Valkyrie, you could drop another vehicle in, and
really
essentially
sick.
deep strike just like the army does now. Like it's really
deep
cool.
strike an armored transport on top of it. That's really cool.
Just dropping a Ford F-150 on someone's head.
With a gigantic, las cannon on the top of it.
And a bunch of armored dudes. And it's like, great.
Dropping a Toyota Hilux with an anti-aircraft gun on.
And using the Wayback Machine, I was actually able to go back to like the 2010s and look at the Forge World site and see like the actual kits. And I mean, it was what you would expect now from like the Cadians or something. I mean, it's
really
25 or 30 different kits for them.
Wow.
From the heavy weapon squads to the commanders and the upgrade bits and grav shoots and heads and all the things.
That's cool.
It was awesome.
Metal as well as resin, or just resin?
Resin.
All resin.
But in the Elysian system, they frequently had to deal with orc warbands and pirates. So they got really good at like the boarding action equivalent, like attaching to a ship, blowing the door open, and they were fantastic. Or they were really good at things like demolitions. So all the troopers are extensively trained in demolitions for breaching doors and getting in buildings and getting to the command rooms and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
They also had their highly elite and well-trained, well-equipped units. Jeez. And they also worked hand in hand and had regiments of the Tempestus Scions attached to them.
That's cool.
So both of them were just dropping in and just wreaking all the havoc.
Man.
So, the Scions are a little stealthier. So between like,
loud airdrop and quiet airdrop.
And then, everybody's just dropping in and being crazy. But just looking at those little kits, man, that was one of the things I wanted to do when I first started playing. It's like, I'm going to build a drop troop army, and then they disappeared. So pour one out for the homies.
I mean, you still use them as like guardsmen.
Yeah, but you can't get them anymore.
Well, I mean, the people that had the armies, there's some modicum of.
Well, and I think I said offline too, like the Valkyrie. It had a special kit Forge World made to go in the back of the Valkyrie that had the dudes like putting their gear on and like chatting before they dropped.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, man, think of the flavor you could put on your vehicles now if you had like the two pieces you glue to it, and it looks like they're sitting there like waiting to
drop.
Jump out of a plane.
Honestly, I was surprised when I saw how your Dark Eldar boats were with just dudes that like
hanging off. I didn't model them that way, but
the fact that there's an option to is just like unheard of.
And I've clipped a lot of those, and they're on the little box. So it's like one day I need a witch hanging off of something.
Yeah,
and that's what I was going to do with a friend at the time's Imperial Knights.
Oh,
is have my Drukhari using those kits and like the chains that they're hanging off of the boats with. Just attach that to a knight, and suddenly instead of the knife being ready to attack, it's like scraping down the side of the armor panel, and you could paint that was a whole plan. That's partly why I want to do a knight army, is just to like have Drukhari like attacking it or something.
That's kind of fun. I mean, it'd be cool for a diorama at the very least.
Then it's like, I'm going to spend $180 on a knight. I better. I'm a fifth of the way to an army.
Yeah, that sounds like a cool art project.
What again? Big project, no time. One day. That's a retirement project.
The elusive one day. One day we'll be here.
So those are the two I picked. You guys, any other like maybe honorable mentions you want to throw out there? I know Austin talked about maybe doing Krieg, because there's a lot to them that most people don't know. They see the shovels and they see the the outfit, like those are awesome, and nobody really goes deeper than that.
There's a lot of stuff that's overly memed with Krieg, just like orcs. It's like people's perception of orcs is very not how they actually are, because memes get retold as
the War of the Beast really enlightened me, because you got a lot of like strategy, and like the orcs got smart, and the prime orcs showed up, and suddenly like they're sending emissaries to Terra and landing in the palace, and it's like, wait, what? Yeah, and then the moon where they enslaved everybody. That was awesome.
Yep.
Killing the fist to a man, even better.
How dare you? It's fine. We just pulled back all our
still hold a grudge, I see.
No. It was just neat though to watch how they tried to like hide it, and they brought in all these recruits from other legions to put on the armor and do the parade to make it look like nothing happened, and it was neat.
I think it was all their successor chapters. They pulled like a tie.
Everybody had to like pull like 10 guys from their chapter and
send them back.
But great series. But it was book 3 or 4 where it was like, it's just the Imperial Palace proceedings for the entire book. I was like, man, that was a slog. So a lot of cool stuff in there. Vulcan maybe shows up,
maybe
1,000 years after the heresy.
Oh,
so It's good. It's good.
Just explode again.
It's fine. He'll be back.
On the Primarch, he likes
his shtick, right? So that's the main topic. I got a couple of news articles here.
Oh.
We can hit these, and if you guys have seen something in the news, we can go from there too. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Send it.
How about that Drukhari box?
I had one of my buddies message me, and he just sent that screenshot of that snippet of Return. He's like, "Hey, do you like?" He knew what it was about, but the way he phrases it sometimes is just like, "So you know what this means?" And I was like, I do." That's unfortunate.
So for maybe those that don't know, they had their big battalion box or whatever it was called. Mm-hmm. They forgot to put a unit in it.
Yeah.
And because of the European Union laws, they can't sell it.
Oh.
So they recalled it. And if you received it, you were asked to destroy it and get a full refund.
Yep.
And if you didn't, well, you'll eventually get a full refund.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yikes. Yeah. That's lame. I mean, I know some people are definitely not throwing those away.
I would throw that away immediately, Mark.
Oh,
I would not keep the models.
Definitely not.
And the Hellions are like the one thing I don't need because I have as many as I can legally field. It's like, I'm fine. It's fine. Just give me the money and I'll pay me to take the models. Yep. But just interesting. Like it's such a big company, and like who goofed that up? Like,
yeah,
you know,
that's a.
At what point in the assembly was the lady who packs the Hellion sprue like, I'm on break for 20 minutes, and just
a massive.
She comes back and she's like, "Uh-oh, it's fine. Nobody will notice." And it's like, "Oh wait,
everyone noticed."
And they did moments later.
It's that bit from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Just no one will notice. Everyone noticed.
Oh man, such a great show. I've also got all the new detachments we're getting for the campaign, the 500 Worlds campaign.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard a couple things about that.
Well, they're releasing them before the books come out.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got all the Space Marine ones. We got the Ultramarines. What else was it? There was something so good. Tyranids just got stuff. Necron's got stuff. Tyranid's got a new character.
Oh, yeah, they did, didn't they? The Prime with the
He's
lash
completely useless and all practice of the...
He's...
Warriors need something else to make them good.
Yes, but he can go with Hormigons. He can lead little Gribblies.
Oh.
Yeah. So, that's good. I've been told.
No, Kurt. Don't do it.
The army's underneath the chair, man.
It's also...
You don't need that trauma again.
Also, though, I have heard he's decent. He's good into all the things that warrior...
Well, he's one of the few
melee
AP2 damage to weapons they have in melee.
Yeah. So, the warriors aren't... They're overpriced.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're not like... Well... I say that, but then everyone started running the oops, all like 70 warriors list on that one.
So fun.
When it's 1,000,000 warriors. So they at least have something that can lead them that doesn't have wings now. I don't know why. I don't know why you led with the one that can only lead the.
How about you let them join the flying ones?
He can join the gargoyles.
Can he?
Yes. He can only join gargoyles and Tyranid warriors, and it's like, I'm not buying the old ugly gargoyles.
I haven't looked at that book or thought about Tyranid since like a month after they came out.
I was deliberately nerfing myself because I didn't want to buy the new the old gargoyles, knowing they're going to get phased out because they're really good. I was like, I'm not falling for that. That's bait. Yep. No.
That's why I printed 30 of them, Mark.
But yeah, no, I was always frustrated because he has like he wasn't that good in melee.
Yeah.
And he had a totally different movement profile than the warriors.
It's like, well, he can run really far, but the other guys have to be coherency or he dies.
It would be fun to keep him in the back and then you slingshot him 12 inches to the front of the unit and he engages something. They didn't think you could, but I just drowned
hilarious.
him. I drowned him in Gribblies. That was all I did.
But yeah, we're getting all sorts of new stuff with this campaign. And it's so funny. I went with a buddy to the Deep yesterday, and he picked up the 500 Worlds. Like, what's this? I was like, oh, it's like the campaign for the end of 9th. And he was like, oh, it just put it back. Yeah. He's like, this will be completely irrelevant in 3 months or whatever.
I mean, the box won't be.
Yeah, but all the rules and everything else will be. Like, the lore is cool, but I'm not spending $90 on a
he picked up the book for it?
Yeah, it was the box of like, oh, here's the... And I was like, don't do it.
I will say, I'm really hoping they keep those character rules that they're bringing for the 500 Worlds, like the customize your character thing.
Yes.
I'm really hoping that's a beta test for 11th.
I was going to say that probably is a teaser for see how people like it before they put 11th out. I haven't looked at it. I heard something about it.
Adepticon's coming 3 weeks out. And that's usually where they do their big reveals for the year, for the summer releases. I just shattered my pen.
We are going to get like an 11th teaser probably soon, aren't we?
That's where they tease Heresy. That's where they tease Sigmar. That's where they tease E10th.
Yeah.
All got teased there. So
I know I will be watching
3
that
weeks
live
out.
stream.
I'll be curious. I'm
actually not live anymore.
Oh, really?
Pre-recorded.
I've had my fill of 10th. I am curious about 11th. So
and that's where I'm at with it. It's like, if somebody really wanted to play a game, I'd dig out some stuff, but I think I'm just going to do other things till 11th comes out.
I foresee me getting maybe one or two more. Just with like
if somebody's like, let's play 5,000 points, like, hell yeah, let's do it. I am down. We will throw tables together. Oh, by the way, speaking of tables,
other table.
I'm getting thingies made to lift this up 3 3/4 inches to make it that tall.
That'd be cool.
And then we could do big L's or T's or whatever, and they're all the same height.
That would be fun.
And we could play on Super Table.
That would be very cool.
I am very much looking forward to that. That'll be very cool.
Well, and other tables still, he had to go to Louisiana or Mississippi or something on a whim the last 2 weekends.
Pupper.
Sorry, dog went into my lap.
Dog acquired.
Yeah, and then with all this new stuff coming out for the new campaign system, we're getting a new Imperial Knight.
I was surprised by that and was very happy it's not on the same chassis.
Not a big knight, not a little knight. It's its own unique knight.
New knight.
And that weapon looks awesome.
The
Helmet
spear.
looks awesome.
Both the helmets look awesome.
I'm so happy. It's not quite a Knight Lancer Lance, but it's its own kind of looking thing. Like,
it is cool. I'm still a sucker for the chainsaw.
oh yeah, man! When those came out, it was so cool.
Is that a demolisher cannon on that thing? No.
Doesn't say. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of
Did they put
details
a
other than like
Vindicator gun on a knight? If they did, I would be thrilled.
He just gets it. You just kit bash a Vindicator. It's like, I'm going to have my Vindicator one way or the other.
Blew it to the side of the knight.
looking at all the pictures, there's like 6 or 7 different weapon options on this thing. So it's
nice. Cool.
I'm curious to see how the balance goes because these knights just fell off the meta hard. I don't know what happened, but I don't really follow it. I just noticed they disappeared.
To be one way or the other. They're very...
There can be only one.
Well, it's kind of either they're good because they have a bunch of rules that allow them to be good because the Titanic units and all that. Or
we started on that tirade today. Don't do it, Mark.
or they suffer because, the way the buildings work. It's kind of one of those... The only time I think I would ever do knights is I would buy one, and it would be as like we're bringing a friend.
Yeah.
Like the Imperial Fists have a buddy.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
I have
And
very
that's how it
heavily
should be.
considered bringing one of those like Knight Dominus, like buying one of the big knights.
Oh, with like the big shoulders.
Can you do
cannons.
allies like that, though?
With the cannons and the he's got like the harpoon and the flamethrower.
Yeah.
I was seriously considering buying one of those to bring with my Space Marines at some point, and I was just like, don't spend the money on it.
Speaking of the awesome Dominator pattern knight, what the big one you Dominus?
I think it was the Dominus.
Yeah. Speaking of the big knight, I saw on the Independent Characters Facebook page, there's a guy that's printing the really big one that's like 6 feet tall to scale.
Ooh.
But on top of it, because it's like it has a cathedral and all that, dude has made a kill team size board on top of him.
I've been watching that.
Yes.
So cool.
Yeah.
And it detaches, so you don't have to like play on the like unstable knight, but from like you could diorama that up. That is so awesome.
Oh, you mean like the Imperator Titan?
Yeah. Imperator, I don't know, the big one, the big boy, and Mark's showing a picture for those that can't see us.
That's the one.
Knight Valiant. That has a different chassis.
Yes,
Then it's bigger than the Knights most people
because that's
have.
the Rex comes on that thing, doesn't he?
I think
Rex
that comes on the normal one.
I think Canis Rex is the
I don't know,
Questoris pattern.
Yes,
And then there's the Dominatus or the
something pattern.
It starts with a D. I remember that, and that's the slightly bigger one. It's like the Siege Knight, and it's like that pattern, or the Valiant is the other one with the harpoon and the flamethrower.
yeah.
There's actually decent chassis variety now. That's like the 5th chassis.
But
For
you
Knights
got
we
options,
have.
which it's not helping me. Like, Kurt, you don't need another.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You can play him in
fall.
Heresy. You
Don't
can play
fall
him in
for the
Heresy.
bait.
Fine. All right, man. Well, I think that pretty much wraps us up for this one.
I think so.
I think
All
so.
right. So let's put a pin in this. I'm Kurt,
I'm Mark.
I'm Austin.
and we will talk to you next time.
Catch you later.
See ya.